Are you ready for a Costco grocery haul? Well, ready or not, here it comes. I ran to Costco. I filmed a shop with me, sharing all of the new things at Costco, all of Costco's latest and greatest, if you will. And I feel like I have the greasiest hair I've ever had in my entire existence of living. It's fine, we'll get over it. I'm trying to eat better, so I did grab a lot of new foods, some new products, obviously some staples that we have every single day, and then just a lot of stuff in general. So let me just show you everything I got from Costco. So this is the haul as a whole. I actually bought a couple cases of water as well, but after bringing all of this in, I'm like, forget about it. And plus Alex will be home with the kids soon. He just went to pick them up from school. So I'm going to start in the back. I've been really enjoying doing that, but I did want to have a little discussion about toilet paper real quick. Someone told me, oh, Kirkland brand toilet paper is just as good as Charmin. No, absolute jail. Straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect any amount of money. And whatever amount of money you do collect, I would put into paying for this toilet paper over Kirkland. I don't know what they're comparing it to, but Charmin is the best. And then while I was in the toilet paper aisle, because why not talk to strangers about toilet paper, someone was picking this up and I said, hey, is it any different? Is it better? Like, what's the deal? And she was like, you know what? We used to get this, but now we get this. And then we had a discussion about Kirkland and how it's like the lowest on the totem pole. But honestly, it's not that bad. Like, I would use it, but I've got some toilet paper snobs in the house, so I aim to please. So I got a couple of these and we're gonna compare and contrast the red Charmin and blue Charmin. Someone also told me one time that Costco sells a certain brand of Charmin that they don't sell anywhere else. So maybe that's the red kind. I'm not really sure. I was also the very worst version of myself while I was out grocery shopping today. Like, I was hungry and just wanted everything. So nothing was off limits, and I did make a meal plan with a bunch more convenience foods. I did a video on this channel a couple weeks ago of like quick, easy convenience dinners to throw together in like, 20 minutes or so. And they're fantastic. So I'm going to do more of that. I got really great responses on that video. Not that the views mirror the response, but I'm happy with it nonetheless. So I'm gonna share some more ideas with you. Where am I gonna start? I guess I'll start with these, some non-food items. First time I've seen them at Costco, they are cotton top sheet liners. You get 160 of them in here. What gets me on this is that it's like no chlorine, what's the thing about it? No fragrance, no chlorine, no dyes. It's like, why are you adding that stuff anyway? It's hypoallergenic, dermatology tested, made without any harsh chemicals. And it's just like, wow, thank you so much for doing what you should have been doing all along. It just seems wild to me. And then I grabbed some chicken noodle soup. One of my kids was like, oh, I want some chicken noodle soup. So I bought the like already made Costco kind. And she's like, oh no, absolutely not. I got her some canned soup and she's like, oh, I'm over that. I don't even want it anymore. So whatever, it's canned soup. It'll stay good in our pantry for quite some time. I also grabbed some of these grilled chicken breasts. You get 2 bags of them. It's 1 pound each of already cooked chicken. It's actually really fantastic. I've had different styles of the cooked chicken in the freezer section, and some of them just do not taste good. These actually do. I'm just gonna try to give you a glimpse on that ingredient list right there. And actually I went to Costco today. They did have my trial lenses. They didn't call me about it, but I told you guys how I'm like basically getting more blind and my left eye is now at a +8. So I'm feeling really good about that. I also need bifocals, and just call me, okay, if you're going through midlife crisis as well, because same. Back to the food, I got some of these caramelized onion, aged white cheddar patties. I've had a bunch of these Amy Lou chicken patties before. I used to come home from the gym, cook 2 of these in the microwave, and then just eat them with barbecue sauce because that's how simple I am. And then hummus and celery on the side. Doesn't that sound delightful? Doesn't that sound like a great lunch? Doesn't that sound like a well-rounded meal? None of my meals look like that these days. Dinner, obviously, because dinner is something we all eat as a family, and I like make my kids' lunches separately. I can make them in the morning. So when it comes to my lunch, I just normally grab a bag of like the holiday mingle mix and call it a day. So I gotta be better about that. Also, this is one of the convenience meals that I plan on making. This with an English muffin and maybe avocado. we'll see what I figure out. Bagged salad, you know, make it well-rounded. I also got some of this chicken tortilla soup. What I wanted was to make grilled cheese sandwiches with the tomato soup, but I couldn't find the tomato soup, so, you know, you work with what you got, and that's what Kirkland had for me today, Costco anyway. Another convenience meal was, oh gosh, and they didn't have the meatballs for it, but whatever. It's like chicken teriyaki meatballs, something like that. It's another Amy Lou brand. Love this brand. Great ingredients, all the good stuff. And then you mix it in with some of this ramen, the noodles, and then you add in some edamame, some broccoli, a couple other things. I can't really remember right now. I found it on Pinterest and I just thought, oh, fresh pineapple, maybe some teriyaki sauce on top of that. I just feel like that's a really quick, easy, convenient meal, but make it well-rounded while adding fresh ingredients to it. You know what I mean? While it's also taking the convenience of Costco. So it's like a semi-homemade version, if you will. I also grabbed some of this chicken breast filet. It's the Kirkland brand. I typically like to buy the Bear brand, whatever it's called, you know what I'm talking about, but they didn't have it. They had them in spicy strips. That simply won't do for the whole family, so I grabbed these instead, and I'm happy with the choice, save some money. I do feel like there is a taste difference, so that's why I typically prefer the other one over this one, but I'm going to make some chicken wraps with this. Grab some tortillas, throw the chicken in there. I forgot what else. I actually don't know if I've figured it out fully, but I will. And some chicken and apple sausages. I love these. This is another thing that I'll just throw in the microwave and cook and eat like 2 at a time, just as a little snack if I'm feeling a little snacky about it. I cut them up and they're really good. Throw them on the grill, they're even better. But what's great about these is, one, you get a ton in here for the price. Best price around town. Costco has it on these anyway. This is the chicken and apple flavor, and it's my favorite flavor. It tastes like Thanksgiving, and I don't know how to explain it other than that. I think it's probably got some sage in there. Whatever seasonings you use and like a stuffing, that's kind of what it reminds me of, and I love it so much. For a good, quick, easy sheet pan meal, I used to make it all the time. Cut these up, cut up some veggies, throw it in the oven, 411 degrees, a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of poultry seasoning. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Hey, you know what else I found? Yeah, I have nail polish on one hand and I peeled it off of the other hand. So if you're like, wait, what's happening? That's what's happening. I don't have my life together enough to like even keep nail polish on. It's a problem. I grabbed some of these mac and cheese bites, and these looked really good. Don't they look good? I gotta get these in the freezer. It's probably been way too long since they've been sitting in my car. I had to go pick up Avelina from school. So anyway, these are great in the air fryer. Mac and cheese bites. You guys wanna see the nutrition label? I feel like this would be great for football appetizer, if you're having like a holiday party or any kind of party, if you're hosting anything, if you're having your grandma over, I'm sure she's gonna love this too. Any kind of play dates, I feel like that's a win. Hey, this is something I don't typically do, but you guys know I follow the woman across the room. Her name is Elise Ellis on Instagram, and I look at her and I just think, wow, she's so poised, she's so put together, her muscles are so toned. How does she do it? And sometimes she gets meals like this. She also has a larger family. I think she has 4 kids. Her kids are older than mine. Well, like her youngest is older than mine, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, she gets some of these sometimes. They're all in sports, and I feel like we live similar lives. I mean, she's a lot prettier and a lot more in shape, and I just look up to her. I think she's absolutely amazing. And so she buys these sometimes, and I'm like, I saw Elise Ellis buy Kevin's roasted garlic chicken, so I'm gonna buy Kevin's roasted garlic chicken, you know? So short story long, got a couple of these. The price of this with like a couple bags of frozen broccoli that I already have, and call it dinner. Like maybe I need pasta with this. I'm not really sure. Rice, pasta, something like that. Quick, easy, convenient dinner. And Kevin's brand is always fantastic. What I was getting at is the price. One of these won't feed my family, so I got 2 of them. But 2 of these, $15 each, still cheaper than us going to get takeout. By half, and I'm not exaggerating. So yes, I could make a chicken, you know, like this roasted garlic chicken. I can cook some chicken, add some spices, make a sauce, whatever. Like I've done that a million times. I have shared endless recipes on my main channel. So like I know how to cook, but some nights I just need it to be ready in 5 minutes. And I didn't take the mental load of like thinking of what's for dinner beforehand to even thaw chicken. You know what I mean? Some nights are just like that, and it's nice to have this ready to go when I am having one of those days. Blueberries go in the produce section. We'll get to the boring stuff in a minute. This is what I'm talking about. Is like, yeah, we already cracked into these, and by we I mean Avelina. You can find the worst version of me at Costco, okay? These are so good. They used to have the brownie bites that literally tasted like dust, you guys. They were so bad. And for a long time, I just thought, well, so I wonder if people are not buying these because they think they're going to taste like the other ones. They don't. These are fudgy. The 2-bite brownies, and challenge accepted because like I can eat it in 1 bite, you know what I mean? They're fudgy on the inside. They're absolutely, without a doubt, the best brownie I've ever had that's like prepackaged store-bought. Why I bought those is beyond me. I have no need for like how many brownies are in there. 100? Why? Why did I do that to myself? You know what else I got? Some pralines. These are a family favorite. I serve them on hot cocoa boards. It's been getting a little chilly out. I live in Florida, so when I say that, just know that I mean 65 degrees, okay? That is blanket weather for us. That is scarf weather, and it feels really good. So I smell a hot cocoa board in our future, so I grabbed some of those. I also grabbed these. These were new. You know, Dubai chocolates are all the rage right now, and Costco is filled with literally an entire aisle's worth of Dubai style chocolate treats. And this was a new thing that I saw, and they are the chocolate cones. I've shared this before. I'm not a huge fan of the Dubai chocolate. Like, I just don't understand the hype around it. I get it. It's okay. It's very crunchy. It's different, and I get why people like it. I kind of associate it with a Crunch bar. So if you can't find the Dubai chocolates, grab a Crunch bar. Hershey's, I feel like same. Yeah. Same but different. Also will save you a bunch of money, but I know my kids will go crazy for this one, so you know what, I aim to please. This was also new, the maple nut mix, and I debated getting this. Sometimes we go crazy for nut mixes, and sometimes we just don't eat the entire bag, and I have to like force myself to finish it. But this looks really good, and I feel like I can put it out on a, you know, tree board, charcuterie board, whatever. If I'm making something, if we're having people over, I just grab a bowl and put this out, you know, alongside everything else. But this is dark chocolate cranberries, maple seasoned almonds, walnuts, and pecans. And it just looks really festive and absolutely gorgeous. What else did I get? Oh, mashed potatoes. I don't really have a plan for these. We just love mashed potatoes. Maybe I'll make those with the chicken. Does that? I feel like that's a good pairing. Broccoli alongside of that, and boom. They actually have pretty decent ingredients for being a prepackaged mashed potato. And also, they taste good. There's not like that, you know how sometimes you buy, well, I don't know if you, but I have in the past bought like prepackaged mashed potatoes, and they taste weird. Like they have that little, it tastes a little off, you know? These don't. They taste amazing. Also got some tortellini. I do have a plan with this. Maybe some tortellini, maybe that pre-packaged chicken, maybe some basil pesto, what am I trying to say? The pesto sauce, the basil pesto sauce with some broccoli alongside it, and boom, we've got dinner, and it's ready in like 10 minutes flat. You know what I mean? Eleanor is coming home from a trip today. She's my 11-year-old. She's almost 12, which is just blowing my absolute mind. All my kids are about to age up, and I just truly like me sitting there in my rocking chair wearing my bifocals all while all my kids are getting older, and I just can't handle it, okay? She's coming home from a week-long field trip she spent at Dude Ranch. You guys know we love Dude Ranch around here. Avelina's been obsessed with it for years. So I wanted to give her a nice little sweet treat, and she loves pound cake, even though this is like a 2-pound cake. All butter pound cake is what they call it. They should call it 2-pound cake. That thing is massive. Hey, I also forgot to share these with you. I got even more chicken, panko breaded chicken breast nuggets. What? Have you guys had these? I bought them on a whim one day, and I haven't stopped since. This is my 3rd week buying them. I love them. Sometimes I don't know what to eat, and I'll just throw these in the air fryer. Like if it's just me and Alex, or like just a couple of us home, I'm like, want some chicken nuggets? And they're like, Yeah, I can have some chicken nuggies. So I throw them in, 12 grams of protein, pretty decent ingredients, and yeah, grab some sauce alongside it, and it hits the spot every time. I'm just gonna tell you that for free. I also got some of these. You guys know it already. I love Ferrero Rochers. These were on sale, and I had to stop myself at just one container. I almost got more, and I was like, oh, I could bring these to the kids' school in the front office, and I could, you know, package them as teacher gifts or neighbor gifts or whatever, because everyone loves a Ferrero Rocher. I say that, but I have a daughter who's allergic to hazelnuts, and it just breaks my achy, steaky heart because I know she can't enjoy it alongside of us. But anyway, those are my weakness. They're simply too good. I also grabbed some broccoli cheddar soup. One of my sons really enjoys this, so I grabbed it for him. I aim to please. And then over here, I don't really know what I was thinking. I saw this in someone's cart and I thought, yeah, I should probably get those. They look good. Love this Siete brand. Each package only has like 4 grams of sugar each. I don't know how small the packages are. Looks like you get 10 of each chocolate chip and then Mexican wedding cookies. They're just little cookies, and on the weekends we are out for most of the day doing like soccer game and then volleyball game, and then we got dance, so we're like running around. So I always pack a bunch of snacks for us and lunch and stuff. So I just thought, you know what, I could throw those in as a nice little treat, an unexpected little treat there, and I think the kids will really enjoy that. Something else I got, I think this was on sale, and it was the Harvest veggies with uncured bacon and cranberries. You guys, this is a Thanksgiving staple. This is something I would typically throw together for Thanksgiving, but homemade. But it's already made for me, and I was like, you know what, the bacon alone would cost more, you know, but I always add way more bacon, so we'll see. I'm just gonna cook it up one night. I feel like this would pair well with any convenience meal, because you always need a nice veggie on the side, and this just looks like an elevated veggie, you know. It's not simple broccoli, it's just and my kids love broccoli, Brussels sprouts. This is something I've been seeing on the shelves at Costco for quite some time now, and I finally bit the bullet and I bought some. Not only did I do that, I ate one on the way home, and it was absolutely divine. The pumpkin flavor, and by pumpkin I mean the cinnamon, the allspice, the cloves, the ginger. Calgon, take me away. That was not the right tune at all. Hold on. Oh, that's because I said Calgon and not cowboy. Fly this girl as high as she can into the wild blue. All right, I got it back. Set me free. So yeah, I got these, no regrets, absolutely amazing. Actually, I do have regrets because I'm probably gonna eat the rest of those. My kids hopefully will help me. These were also on sale, and I said, yup, putting those in the cart. My son loves these, the organic smoothie melts, and they're packaged in these little packages. And I told you, like, we pack lunches, we pack on-the-go snacks all the time. We're always out and about, so this is a nice one to have. Great ingredients in here. I think they're also, yep, dairy-free and delicious, no sugar added. It's just like a fantastic little treat. Hey, you want to take a peek on the nutrition label so you can figure that out for yourselves? Boom, there we go. I also grabbed some cheese. I feel like we're always needing cheese in our recipes, whether we're making tacos or I don't really know what else. That's what we made last night for dinner because it was quick and easy. But turkey version, turkey tacos. I grabbed some of this Parmesan cheese. This would be great for whenever we eat pasta. My kids love Parmesan. Have you heard of this song? I always want more Parmesan, but I'm embarrassed. It was a guy who came on AGT a few years ago, and ever since he sang that song, my kids are obsessed with it. So you can listen to it on YouTube or whatever, but it is a real toe tapper. All right. Also for the grilled cheese, I got some cheese, and then I got some almond biscotti. Did I say biscotti? Like biscotti? No, it's biscotti. And again, I don't know who I was. I don't know what I was thinking. Have I met myself? Like, am I going to eat these? I don't know. They reminded me of my dad. My dad used to eat these a lot. He's very Italian. And La Dolce Vita, that sweet life, giving me 25% more almond. Give it to me. I also got some carb balanced tortillas. Love these. They are carb friendly, keto friendly, all the good stuff in here. It's like 2 grams of carbs, and they are my absolute favorite. They're really soft. Love them. I also got some of these lettuce bowls. My kids love these, and it's just nice to, like, you know, sometimes when they're home on the weekends, I just don't feel like making lunch. I'm like, go figure it out. You know what I mean? And so they can grab one of these and I can rest assured knowing they're eating something semi-healthy, like a salad. I also grabbed some salad for myself as well. I love this Mediterranean Crunch chopped salad kit. Ooh, very salty. So if you're into that, I think you're going to love it just as much as I do. And I love that they come in like 2 separate bags these days. The skinny dipped, I got these. Alex loves eating a few of these at nighttime, so I got those for him. I got another salad kit over here. This is the sweet kale. I couldn't decide which one I wanted more, so I ended up just getting both. The dressing on this is a poppy seed dressing, and I just simply don't think I've ever had it before. I also grabbed some heavy cream. I find myself needing that for many of the recipes that I make, so I just always like to have it on hand. Also nice to make homemade whipped cream with it as well if I'm making like pancakes in the morning or something. If it's a weekend morning, you know. I got Jack's Organic Salsa. This stuff is so good and I am going to make a convenience meal with it. 3 ingredients, chicken, salsa, and cheese. You can add some, I don't know, beans and corn. Just spewing out ideas here. I haven't thought about that, but that sounds like a good idea. I grabbed some of this Better Than Bouillon paste. This is really good and I'm completely out. Is it good though? Like, what is even in here? I should probably make my own. I have some of my own chicken broth in the freezer, but like, I haven't made that in a while. Chicken bones. I haven't bought a chicken from Costco probably all year. Maybe more than that. I don't know what's wrong with me. I grabbed some of these chicken sausages. And again, Amy Lou brand, love that. I just need more protein in the morning when I eat breakfast. I'll cook eggs for everyone. And I just think throwing some sausages on a skillet will really help. 12 grams of protein in here. For how many sausages? Let's figure that out. 3 links, hoot nanny. I grabbed some of these naans. I think we still have hummus in the fridge. I hope so anyway. I like to throw these in the microwave to just get them a little bit warm and it just elevates them. They're so good. I grabbed some blueberries, always nice to have. Avelina's been making a lot of yogurt bowls with those. Grabbed some brown sugar. I feel like we're running low. It's almost baking season. Let's go. I grabbed some green beans. These will be for dinner one day. Who knows what day? I still have to iron out the details. A couple bundles of bananas because what the heck are my kids eating so many bananas for? Brussels sprouts because we love Brussels sprouts. Cook them with bacon, oil, salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar? What's happening? I would like some salt and vinegar chips. Thank you so much. Some cucumbers. We've been eating our cucumbers out of house and home. Whatever that expression is. Yeah, that. I also got some more oranges. We've been eating a ton of these as well. And also I feel like they've been going bad faster lately. Like I've been finding random ones with mold on them. I'm like, what the heck is happening? I got these. I don't know where I was. My camera died. Moving on to some avocados. My kids love eating these. I don't like avocados, but more for them, I suppose. And then also one of the dinners I'm throwing together will have like avocado mash on it. You just mash up avocado. Really quickest way to make some guacamole. It's probably not authentic, okay? Don't come for me. You just mush up some avocado and then mix it in with a little bit of salsa. You feel me? Really good. I mean, so I've heard. I don't like guacamole. But that salsa is superior, so I'm sure it's going to be amazing. These are some Cosmic Crisp apples. And I got a bag of these. We've been eating through them a lot lately. We already cracked open them. Avelina is currently eating one right now. I grabbed some potatoes. This is great to have on hand if you're making sheet pan meals. This is always something you can just throw in the freezer. We did that a couple of times last week, so probably a couple more times this week. Onions, I feel like I'm running low, so I needed to grab some more. For the sheet pan meal, I think I'm going to use some of these zucchini. I don't like the yellow squash. What is it about that yellow squash? It's just... ugh. Anyone else? I love zucchini. Squash? Is that what this is called? Yellow squash? I don't even know. It's so bad. I would rather not know the name of it. And then a lot of carbs coming up, okay? I got some normal sandwich bread for the kids' lunches. And then I grabbed some Farmhouse Hearty and White for the grilled cheese sandwiches. I don't know how many grilled cheese sandwiches I think I'm making, but I feel like it called for this bread more than this fluffy bread, you know? And then I grabbed some, sorry, I got scared. Grabbed some baguettes for the soups. I got some ground turkey down there. Instead of ground beef lately, we've been doing ground turkey. So I grabbed 4 packs of those. They're 1.5 pounds per pack. So pretty nice. And then these are the English muffins that I'll make with the
Can you say
the
hi?
chicken sandwiches, and that's it. That is everything that I got from Costco. Thanks so much for watching and hanging out. If you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day, because I go to 4 different Costco locations in my area, and they're always pumping out Costco's latest and greatest. Bye.